executive in finance and has a long-standing career of over 25 years in the Middle East. She's a transformational leader with a passion for helping others achieve their full potential by promoting an equal and supportive culture. She's a strong advocate for women empowerment and is also a mentor for United Nations Women Entrepreneurship Program in the UAE. Could you tell us about your professional experience?
Yeah, so I started my career at the age of 21 as an auditor. I spent 10 years in the audit profession, and in the meantime I did my MBA and my CPA while working. Then I briefly moved to the banking sector before coming to Abu Dhabi in 2005, where I realized my longest dream of working for the education sector. Because in my mind, that was my way of giving back. I always wanted to work in the education sector. So I had the privilege and the opportunity to work in various entities, both public and private, including ADEC, Sorbonne University, W University, and my most recent job was New York University. So at NYU Abu Dhabi, where I spent the past 9 years, I was able to combine my strong background in finance and audit with my newly acquired skills in research, because I was doing my PhD while working full time and with 3 kids. But I wanted to put that knowledge at the test, and then I transitioned. I still continued to do financial planning, but I transitioned into research administration, which was a really exciting field, and I feel I was able to contribute to building the research infrastructure and the ecosystem.
How do you actively encourage everyone, not just women, to get behind the need of breaking the bias?
Okay, so I think it has to start by oneself. Like a true leader is not afraid to show themselves, who they are as human being first, and then as a leader. So creating, being genuine and being yourself, and not being afraid of showing vulnerability in front of everyone and the team goes a long way, because people now are looking at leaders who can inspire them, who are genuine, and who will help them grow. And they want real people. They don't want people hiding behind masks and behind what society imposes of what a woman leader should be or what a man leader should be. So that's really important, starting by oneself. And then the second part is creating a safe space. That's really also key for people to come forward, to realize that they have a potential and they need to work on achieving that full potential. They need that safe space where it's okay for them to make mistakes. It's okay for them not to know all the answers. And this is what will create ingenuity, what will create innovation. They'll start taking risk and they start contributing.
And what are some of the practical strategies within an organization to break this bias?
So I would think 3 strategies that come on top of my head. First is mentorship. And I know this is something that people are talking more and more about it, but creating mentorship that create that connection between people from different gender, different race, and different age group is really important. The second one is celebrating role models. And when I say role models, it's not just the leader at the top, it's everyone. Everyone can be a role model, even at the middle management, even at the entry level. Any person or woman who comes forward with great ideas and can achieve something, they need to be celebrated. And the third one is creating the pipeline of the middle management. And I think this is key because, we have done great progress at the entry level, at the recruitment. I think more women are represented at the senior level, but we need to create the pipeline of the middle management so that they can in turn be the leaders for tomorrow.
Do you think there are any differences in a male and female leadership style?
I don't think so. I think women can be great leaders and men can be great leaders. And in my career, the leaders who really helped me, sponsored me, were men. and they gave me the space to grow and to be myself. And I've also come across amazing women, amazing leaders who I didn't work with them, but they were the force that lift up other women. So there's a saying, when you climb, lift up the people who are around you, and this is what they did. But I also came across situations where challenging situations for both men and women leaders. And looking back, I think it's them. I mean, it's who they are and what they reflect as people. First of all, I think they were looking at the world from their own lens, and they expected everyone to look from that same lens. They didn't give space to people to be themselves and give them space to grow and be the person who they want to be. So I've seen both, and the real answer is you are a good. And one last piece of advice I would say, when you become leader, when young people become leader, look back at the people who helped you, look back at the people who believed in you, and when one day you will become a leader, do the same for the people who you will lead.
Thank you so much, Nada, for taking time and coming and speaking to us. It has been super insightful, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you.